Welcome to Monday Minutes with Mike Rock, and I am here with my friend Kim Tarbox. Kim, welcome.
Thank you for having me. I'm really excited to be here.
Of course, we're at the Meow Lounge in Westbrook, and if you've not been here, it's awesome. There's kittens, cats, just run around playing, sitting, sleeping. It's amazing. So it's not very often that I get to break some really exciting news on the Monday Minute. Kim, would you like to introduce yourself and where you're from?
My name is Kim Tarbox, and I am the designated broker and state founder of FIV Realty in Maine. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah. A week old.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That is amazing. So, I mean, we had this conversation. There's so much that must go into opening a brokerage.
There is, yes.
What kind of emotions happen leading up to it, going through it? And then what advice would you give someone?
Yeah, so many. There are days where I'm like, what did I do? And then there are other days where I'm like really empowered by it. And I think, I've been thinking about it for a while and I just didn't know what path I should go, right? You kind of like always have in the back of your mind of like, what would that look like for me? And, I think it just came to a time where I was like, just what am I waiting for? What permission am I waiting for? And so, I just kind of pulled the trigger, and it was, it wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. And, there's the minutia of just like, the details and the licensing, all that stuff, right? But overall, it's been pretty good, not too bumpy.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's incredibly exciting.
Yeah,
and it's got to be incredibly exciting. And one of the things when we first spoke, I was so impressed with was your social media. So kind of pivot a little bit. It's almost one of those where you see someone and you feel like you know someone just by watching their social media.
Oh, well, thank you. That means a lot because that was what I was going for.
Yeah, well, it's working.
Thank you.
So, what impact has that had on your business?
Yeah, so it's impacted a lot, mostly because I'm able to stay in contact with my clients. There's that component, right? And, I spend a lot of time with my clients, right? Buying a home or selling a home doesn't necessarily happen in a day, despite popular opinion.
Yeah.
And so, after they've moved in, I don't see them every day like I used to. And it still allows me, by connecting with them on social, it still allows me to be a part of their lives, right? To see what they're doing and their family's doing. And the other side of that really is when I'm talking and giving tips and just being educational, I want people to feel like they know me, and I want them to understand that I'm just their friend. You know what I mean? I'm just their gal, their bestie. And it's important to me that when we do finally meet in person, that if they have followed me on social, they feel like they know me already.
Can testament for that. I mean, testament for that because you do a really great job.
Thank you. Yeah.
So my favorite question I get to ask, and I would get all sorts of different answers, is what advice would you give your younger self?
Oh, Lord, so much.
You're now where you are and where you've been. Yeah. And what advice would you give younger Kim?
Just to do it anyways, to be confident and trust my gut more. I think, it's really easy to ask everyone's opinion and then get caught up in, what their perspective is and how they view things through their lens. And I get, just trust my gut more. Like there was a lot of times where I probably didn't trust it in the way that I should have. And it just didn't feel right, or it didn't go right. And if I had, and that can apply to like a multitude of things, right? Whether it's like, I don't think this is a good fit to, just like business decisions, right? So I think just having confidence in your decisions and being okay that you don't have to be perfect, right?
I love it. It's honest and perfect. I love it. That's great.
I always tell people, like, friends and clients, like salt looks like sugar sometimes. So it's a-okay not to be perfect. So
I love it. Well, thank you so much for taking your time. I really appreciate it. Come down to the Cat Lounge, check it out. It's amazing.
All the babies.
And we'll see you next week.